I make the fear of the new increase way worse than whatever this $40 you're trying to save on me. Now I got you over here, and it works really well in this thing. And it's true, but you got to have confidence when you say it. Too many people come from a point of weakness. They're like, hey, do you have any more work? Do you know anyone? You got the goods. Be confident. We know our value. We're doing hard shit out here. People do not want to do it. Do not undervalue blue collar stuff. Get the price. Don't hook up customers. Hook up your employees. Hook up your kids' college fund. Stop hooking up customers.
America's backbone was built on blue-collar business grit, grind, and muscle. This is where you stop working for the business, and the business starts working for you.
What's up, Blue Collar Millionaires? Chris and I back again. Today, we're going to talk about increasing the lifetime value of your customer. Super important. It is so much cheaper, so much better to go and talk to your existing customers, extend the lifetime value of them, and extend your job margins on their existing jobs over going out and trying to sell someone cold. They already know you. They already like you. Let's talk about how we can do that.
So there's a book, Kevin, or a story, Acres of Diamonds, and it's where the guy sits there and he hunts in for diamonds in his land, family land, and then he ends up selling his family land, moving off to go hunt, spends his entire life hunting for these diamonds, and then when he passes away, the person that bought his land ends up finding diamonds on the land that he sold to go hunt for other diamonds. And I thought there was such a great testament to that when it comes to business, because we are constantly prospecting, looking for new customers, but yet we have a customer base inside of our database that's dying because we never follow back up with our previous customers. They already know what your work's like. They know what your professionalism is. They know your communication method. And we literally put them like a redheaded stepchild over to the side, and we forget about them.
Yeah.
And all we got to do is pick the phone up. So I would love for everyone listening to this that's been in business more than a year to look at how many customers they serviced in the past years and think of how much opportunity and how much revenue is sitting there and how much profit is sitting there. And would those customers likely buy from you again? If you're a reputable company, they're going to buy from you again. So how do you do that? You get their name, you get their phone number, you pick the phone up, and you call them. And you say, hey, Kevin, it's Chris with Absolute Cleaning and Restoration. I see that the last time that we were able to provide any services for you was about a year ago. And I'll be honest, I'm missing you. I would love to be able to get back in your home and help your indoor air quality improve through some of our cleaning services. Did you realize that we handled deep cleaning of floors and air ducts? I see we did carpet cleaning last time, but we also do tile and grout cleaning, furniture cleaning, and air duct cleaning. When was the last time you had any of those done? That's the magic question. When was the last time you had whatever service you provide? Gutter cleaning, pressure washing, landscaping, roofing, insulation, energy audit on the house for windows and doors. When was the last time you had this energy audit done? This is how you pick the phone up and you engage your customer again. So much money laying in a database, but yet we go and give it to Google asking for new customers that don't even know us right now. And you have to build all that trust over again.
I'll tell you a really similar way to do on this, and you'll say, man, that's a lot of work. I'll tell you how well it works. So for gutters, we do apartment complex, condo associations. Think of 30 buildings. Everybody needs it done in the fall. I think it's 68% of ours do it in the spring too. I'd love to get that even higher. It's really easy to do in the spring. So many of them need it. So what we do is we take that, say 32% of people who don't use us. And we used to do this in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. I would literally pay one guy. We'd make a route. He'd drive through all those complexes in late May when they probably should have already got it done. He'd find the worst picture that's clearly of their building because they know when they're looking at their building. Mm-hmm. Then he would email them, have a template. Hey, drove through your complex today. We were over across the street or whatever. I see you got debris all over your buildings or all over this building. Let us know. We're back here next Thursday and Friday doing a complex down the street. it was gold mine because they saw it visually and they
Yep.
thought about it. I used to do the same thing in the 90s with landscaping, where I would literally call people and say, "Hey, Chris, I'm going to be down the street looking at another property, and I want to see if I could just walk around your house, see what needs to be done. I remember a couple things I didn't get to last fall." People were like, "Sure, Kevin." I would tell them because I'm going to walk around their house and I won't be a weirdo, even though they know me because I cut their
Right.
lawn. It was a gold mine. It was work all the time. I was always trying to look at them and say, "Hey, if I cut their lawn 30 times a year at $40, they're essentially worth $1,200. How do I make this customer go from $1,200 to $2,000 a year? All I need is $800 worth of work." Might be planting a couple things and trimming some bushes. Like, how do I get that to 2,000? Because if you look at 100 customers, I just added on a ton of extra revenue. But as we're talking about, I just extended the lifetime value of that customer too, because now they're used to me not just cutting their lawn. He also does our bushes. He looks out for dead trees and bushes. He'll trim them, whatever my service was, gutter cleaning. They're like, now I become super sticky for them. And I saw it where if you're just cutting their lawn or doing something simple, you're really just one flyer, one cold call, one postcard away from losing that person, especially if you don't do it every year. They don't give a shit about you. They'll just half the time they don't even remember you. So they see this special for 199 to do the windows. They're like, "Yeah, do it."
Yep.
You
Yep.
should have been doing more. You should have been in front of them more. You should have been contacting them. Make it almost awkward to break up with you.
You got to stay proactive with your customers. I don't know what the exact frequency is because it changes inside of each industry.
Yep.
But me personally, I want to be communicating with my customers every 3 months because on the cleaning side, that keeps us top of mind. And then I'm cross selling my other services. And how do I cross sell? When my team is on location, they're asking that one question: when was the last time? And they'll point out a particular area that we can service. Also, we send thank you cards at the end of our service. So if I was at your house today doing services, Kevin, tomorrow my coordinator is writing a thank you note. And on that thank you note, it's a folding note. The front of it has our logo. When you open it up, the top half has our services in big, bold letters on just white. It's white with black letters. And the letters are spelling out our services from top to bottom. And then the second half is a handwritten note that says, "Kevin, we appreciate your trust in the whatever services that we provided. And we want to thank you for the opportunity and the business. If you know anybody else that might need these type services and needs a reliable service company, please feel free to refer us." Above, you can see our other services as if we can help you in any other way.
I love that idea. So do that. And here's another step you can take where you actually give them the price because you already know their property
Mhm.
and you essentially are just taking orders. So going back to that lawn thing, what I did, Chris, was I was cutting like 150 lawns a week. There was no Google Earth or anything, but I knew what everybody's house looked like in my head. I had cut all their lawns many times. So then when it would be, might be sending out my October bill, say November 3rd, we used to do them, put them in envelopes myself. I would have a little card and then I would write in the cost of their gutter cleaning. I can get you on the schedule. I don't take people on the schedule after November 14th because I get too many. I was sending them, but basically that price was saying 125. I'm just taking orders. And there wasn't even email back then. I would say, just leave a yes or no, or fill this out and mail it back. And then I'd go to the P.O. box and there'd be like 17 of them one day, 19. All I was doing was taking orders because I was cutting out the whole, "Hey, yeah, you're interested. Let me go out there. Let me give you a price." Like, just take it.
I
And the
love
truth
that.
is, you can get more that way.
And here's another
You could
way.
do it for carpet cleaning.
Here's another way, maybe not increasing the lifetime value of the customer in the traditional sense, but still increasing that value for yourself and not even having to service them, is becoming the guy, that person that you go to ask when you need something. So it'd be like, "Kevin, man, my roof's leaking. Do you know of a roofer, somebody that I can trust?" "Yeah, Chris, absolutely. I got a roofer. You want me to have him give you a phone call? I'll reach out to him right now. When's good?" And then you text that roofer and you say, "Hey, I got Chris over here at 123 Oakcrest, and his number is," give him a phone call. He needs a quote for a roof repair replacement. And you already work out with these vendors what type
Yes.
of rip you're going to get for a referral fee. And you tell them, hey, do you want to pay somebody local in your market instead of giving your money to Google for advertising? Because I can find these type of jobs for you and I can give them. When you're standing on the property, you teach your technicians, you do it yourself, and you become the person that they reach out to as a resource when they need a reference. You can get paid for those references, and you're also going to stay top of mind. So they're not going to forget you, and they'll use your services plus others, and you can get paid on the background. That's
It's
another way to increase that LTV.
it's a no-brainer. Let's look at that one because that we don't want to gloss over that. You created your own stream of revenue because people are going to be paying you. Don't do this, hey, I'll hook you up, you hook me up. It will always be out of whack. Tell them, hey, if you send me a roof, I'll send you $500 on every roof I close. Make
Mhm.
it good, whatever it is. And then work a deal out with them. But when you become the guy and you know guys and you send them, you become a center of influence in your community. People are more like, they like it. Everybody likes, think of somebody in your head right now who has the hookup with people. He knows everybody, but they're good people. You think of
Yep.
him higher. You want that guy to stay in your life. And if you say, because this is what I felt in my 20s, I knew guys who did roofs. I knew guys, but I didn't really, I don't know if I want to send people them. Then you need a new friend group. You
Yep.
need to upgrade the people around you. If you're hanging out with somebody who's a roofer, but you wouldn't actually send your mom work to him, why are you even hanging out with him? Go get with the roofer that he's going to show up and he's going to make you look good. You'll find so many more roof jobs that way, but that's how I did it. It was a big mistake. Now I feel like I know everybody.
If you go talk to owner of a business and you say, hey, would you be willing to pay me if I bring you customers and you only pay me when you actually get the job? Like you literally do the work, get paid, then you pay me. And
Mhm.
you treat me like a marketing expense, but you only pay it on the back end. Would you be interested in that? Because I would like to be your sales guy out in the field that doesn't hit your payroll until you receive money from your customer.
And
If you had that conversation, every single entrepreneur, business owner would sit there and say, yeah, man, show me what you got. And then that's what you do. And you become the guy to your
And
customer.
here, I'm going to give you guys all a trick. I've done this. And if I tell you I've done this 3,000 times in the last 25 years, yeah, I'm not exaggerating. It's been more than that. This works so well, way more than 3,000 times at this point. When somebody haggles with you on price, I'm going to tell you how to get your price and extend it and extend the lifetime of that thing. So somebody says, hey, whatever it is, carpet cleaning, you're at 240. And they're like, hey, man, I got a guy at 200 and say, hey, you should just go with that guy then. Because I'm at 240. I said, I would really normally be at 320, but I'm at 240 for you. You're an existing customer and anything. Next year, prices are going to go up anyway. I put that in their head. First of all, then they start scrambling because they don't want you to go to 320. And half the time it's bullshit with the 200. So they'll say, yeah, I could do it 240. I said, let's do this. I can give you the 240 and I can lock you in. Lock you in is the language I use. Lock you in for 2025 on both your cleanings at that price because otherwise it's going up. Workers' comp, all these things are going up right now. I can't tell you how many people say that. They go from haggling with me for $40 to I lock them in because they think I don't even want to do it at the price I gave them. And then I lock them in for the next thing. But I wanted the price at 240. Now I locked them in. I do it to gutter complexes all the time. I love when they do that. All they do is set themselves up to get locked in. And the truth is, then I lock them in, and maybe I would have raised them. But now they're not even thinking about anything. And if there is a guy that was there lower, he's gone because now you're locked in. I'm going to get you under contract for a year and a half. He'll never come back because these guys never follow up.
I had a gym membership that did that to me. He said, this is a sign up fee, 10 bucks. No, it's 10 bucks a month. And there's a one time sign up fee to lock in your $10 so that next year, when we raise prices, it won't raise on you. And every year we raise prices, but if you pay that one time fee, it locks your price in for as long as you're with us. And I said, how much is that one time fee? He said, $39. I said, so 40 bucks, $10 a month, 40 bucks. And he said, yeah. So I locked myself in. He sold me on it. Every beginning of the year, I get 40 bucks ripped out of my bank account because my card's on file. And I saw him about a year later because I was signing my brother up. He hit the same pitch, except it was 15 bucks a month at this point. And my brother goes, I don't know. I think I'll just take my chances. He said, that's fine. He said, just don't be like the lady that was upset at me the other day because it went up and she got mad because she didn't want to pay that $40 one time fee. And he went ahead and paid it. So
Yeah.
it works what you're saying. It
I mean,
works.
it's all how you say with confidence, but I'm trying to get the price I want, but I'm also trying to extend the life of that customer.
You're
And I've had
locking
some
them
of those
in.
customers there's been ones that say, hey, well, I'll get back to you and everything. If they come back a season later, that 240 price just went up to like 370. And I'll say, why didn't you take that? I look at the notes in the CRM. Why didn't you take it? When we were
Yep.
offering you 2,200 for the lock-in, now you're at 29. They're like scrambling. But think about it like Chris's thing at the gym. You were trying to get your gym price lower and they were telling you, hey, on January 1st, it's going up by 60 bucks. You should lock in right now. You'd probably lock in.
Yeah. He
It's
just got
it's
an additional 40. He just got an
I
additional
make
40 bucks to lock
I
in.
make the fear of the new increase way worse than whatever this $40 you're trying to save on me. Now I got you over here, and it works really well in this thing. And it's true, but you got to have confidence when you say it. Too many people come from a point of like weakness. They're like, hey,
Scarcity.
do you
That
have any
scarcity
more
mindset.
work? Do you know anyone? Always come with, you got the goods. Be confident. We know our value. We're doing hard shit out here. People do not want to do it. Do not undervalue blue collar stuff. Get the price. Don't hook up customers, hook up your employees. Hook up your kids' college fund. Stop hooking up customers.
All right, guys, gals, y'all tune in. Check us out on Boardroom Elite. That's our private mastermind group. If you're looking for someone and a group of entrepreneurs to get plugged in, don't miss out. We're going to be closing the doors on Boardroom Elite soon because we don't want to grow too fast. We want to make sure we service our community at its highest level. Super, super cool. Different types of swag, one on one onboarding sessions, weekly calls, classrooms where you can get all of our trainings. This is the place to be if you're looking to scale and you want to do it with others.
Chris, one last thing. I like action takers. I'm going to do this thing. Anybody who messages me, the first person that messaged me, hey, Kevin, write that down, how you do that with the lock in thing, because I'll send you my document on it and I'll send you the blue collar millionaire hoodie. One person. I want to see who takes action. Stop just listening and going about your day. Hey, that sounds like a good idea. Take action. I'm going to send you an SOP on it, and I'm going to send you a hoodie, and I'm going to put you on Blue Collar Millionaire because you make shit
Facebook
happen.
Messenger. Facebook Messenger.
Facebook Messenger. My team, we look at everyone. It goes in their spam. They're going to eventually see it. First person.
There you go. All right, y'all have a good one.